Welcome, Crusader fans, to another edition of the Valpo Coaches Show. I'm Aaron Levitt. Joining me today for season preview, softball head coach Kate State. Kate, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Always an exciting time to get your season underway, your second season here at Valpo. And I guess I'll start off with that. You look back, obviously, last year you come in, fall, winter, you're trying to get the team ready for the season, but at the same time, you're trying to get them used to the way you do things, the way you want them to do things. Have you found it easier this time around now that they kind of know those expectations and you have such a veteran group back?
It's been nice to have the core back again, and we did get to sort of bypass some of the teaching points that we had to do last year, and we sort of threw our freshmen into the fire and just had her learn by doing, as opposed to last year really teaching it on a day-by-day basis. So we've been able to advance sort of in some of our defensive strategy and in some of the things we're doing on the field that way.
Looking at kind of previewing the different areas, the offense obviously was pretty successful last year, averaged 5 runs a game, program record for on-base percentage. You do lose a couple key hitters. Tara McShane obviously was a very big presence in the middle of the order. Lindsay Norway was solid. But you returned the majority there. So with that said, having so much back, how do they take another step forward this season?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the most important thing is not to fix something that's not broken. Like you said, we did really well last year, so we've really kind of stayed the course with what we've been doing offensively. We've been doing the same type of practices we did last year, and we've been working on our bat speed, we've been working on our power, but really the same approach that we used last year offensively, we just want to take back into this year and just instead of changing what we do, we have a group that's a year older, and hopefully that's going to be what puts us a little bit better than we were last year offensively.
On the flip side from the hitting last year, the pitching was kind of a struggle at times. Obviously, you go through the season without a true pitching coach, kind of hurts that side of the game. You bring in Monica Wright in the summer, who has had success as a pitching coach at Bowling Green, and even thinking back to the fall, just the difference I saw there in some of the fall games from the pitchers. How has having her around really helped the development of your pitching staff going into this year?
Well, you nailed it. Just having eyes on the pitchers every day, eyes that really know pitching inside and out, it has a big difference. They get the type of instruction every single day that they ought to be getting. Monica's done a great job showing them how to compete. They are certainly working as hard as anyone on the team. They've really improved. As you saw in the fall, they were a different looking staff right away just in how they carried themselves, and I think as we move through the spring we're going to see them carry themselves with their shoulders back. I think they're going to lead the team from the circle this year, and I think you're going to see some really outstanding performances from them this year.
Picked 4th in the Horizon League this year, mid-pack, a couple spots ahead of where you finished last year. Obviously the Horizon League season and going into the Horizon League tournament, that's kind of the key at this level right now when you're not necessarily battling for an at-large spot. But you have quite a few weekends of play before you get there. You get to go to some nice places on the annual winter/spring trip. What do you want to see outside of just wins? Because obviously you always want to win. But starting off this weekend down in Miami and going through the Las Vegas tournament at the end of spring break, what are you looking for from your team improvement-wise from the first game to the last game?
Well, we really have to finish games this year. We, as you alluded to, we hit very well last year, and we still weren't able to pull out some of those close games. One of the things I really like about our preseason slate this year is we play a lot of conference champions. And so we're playing teams that we're able to win down the stretch. We're able to close the door on games and get themselves to regionals or to their conference tournament championships based on that kind of performance. So I'm excited to go out and play teams that have had that success, finishing 7 innings on the winning side of that. And so that's going to be a challenge for us to go play those teams, to see how they play, to play up to them, and hopefully to go out and beat quite a few of them.
Well, that season kicks off, as I said, this weekend down in Miami. A nice change of pace from the weather here, I'm sure. Going to be nice to get outside. You can follow the team on social media, Valpo Softball on Facebook and Twitter, and Valpo SB on Instagram. All your athletics news, Valpo Athletics on both Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Well, Coach, thanks for being here today. Good luck this weekend and in the next few weeks, and we'll see you in a month or so.
Thank you.
Until next time, I'm Aaron Levitt. Go Crusaders.